We won easy. Did you have to convince them that that was the way to go, or did it kind of happen organically? For example,
Yeah.
did you write that track and then they were like, "Oh, this is it"?
No, we won easy. I got to LA about 3 days after I got to LA is when we went to the studio. We went to the studio and Dre pulled up the Bootsy Collins track and said, "Do you have anything for this?" And I wrote the song out and laid it. And Easy took the song home to learn it and came back the next day and laid it. And a week later, it was the number one song. It was the number one song, damn near in the country. Certainly at radio in LA. And after that, everything changed. Dre got a new place to live, which got me out of the digs I was at in Compton and let me live on his floor, which I was so thankful for, and everything. And that's, for me at least, that's when everything just took off.
10 days. 10 days after you leave and join the circus. You 3 days, you get in the studio, you're at 10. Wow.
10 days later, it took, from the moment this whole journey started with a prayer to God to let me be the best. If you let me be the best, I'm going to tell everybody it was you. Da, 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 da. From that prayer, which is about 4 to 5 months before I left Dallas, from that prayer, 18 months later, my record came out. So from that prayer, it took 18 months to do We Want Easy. To do Easy Does It, Straight Out of Compton, and No One Can Do It Better. All three of them are out. And there's a double platinum, a platinum, and a gold record, all in 18 months.
You know, you have been, you said this a bunch of times, like you have been inspired by East Coast lyricists. You've, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. Have you ever battled Ice Cube? Did you guys battle a lot?
Oh, yeah. But we never called it that. But hell yeah. Every day, because Ice Cube is much better as a writer at some things than I am. I know I can't compete with him in that space, but was better at certain things in that space that Cube couldn't do. And so I just hung on my thing, and together we bridged, along with the help of Ren, who sort of balanced it all out. Came up with some really cool stuff, man, and we all helped both Dre and Easy grow into what they would become, as artists. And you owe those three guys a lot of credit for you should be giving those three guys a lot of credit for building that movement, because even though for us it was just going to the studio, having fun every day, drinking 8 balls and talking noise and yada, 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 we were really creating the West Coast sound.
So in your head, do you feel like you won most of the battles that you didn't call battles? Or do you feel like...
I won my share, and he won his share. There were certain times when you'd write your rap, and then you hear his rap, and maybe you don't let them hear your rap because you gotta write another rap, or maybe they lay their verse, and then you go lay your verse, and magically a few days later, their verses changed into something else, Yeah, there was a lot of that going on. But iron sharpens iron, bro. And it was friendly competition because we had massive amounts of respect for one another, and we all saw each other as one entity, one group.